If you have goals, dreams, plans that are bigger and more exciting than what it is you're currently doing, there is no reason on this planet why you cannot achieve those goals, dreams, plans. No reason whatsoever. So I'm about to wait for my Sunday morning yoga class to start. I teach at this studio and I have done for the past 18 months now. I can't believe it feels in some ways like a long time, and in some ways it's gone like that. But I just wanted, while I've got this pocket of time before people start arriving, to talk about the mindset that I've got in that has completely turned my life around. And it's something that I have done that anyone could do. So many of us don't. And I just think that if there's changes in your life that you're looking to make, if things are not going the way that you want them to go, if there are goals and targets, I don't even like the word target, goals, dreams, plans. If you have goals, dreams, plans that are bigger and more exciting than what it is you're currently doing, there is no reason on this planet why you cannot achieve those goals, dreams, plans. No reason whatsoever. The only thing that holds a lot of us back, and for many years it held me back, so I know, I get it, I've been there, is self-doubt. And also because I would have said 10 years ago, 20, I would have said, no, I don't suffer from self-doubt. No, I'm confident. I've got lots of friends. I have big plans. I don't suffer from self-doubt. But it's only now that I feel that I'm on the other side of this self-doubt that I realized that I did. It was a blind spot. And by its nature, a blind spot is something you are not aware of. You are not aware that you have a blind spot when you have a blind spot. And that's what makes it so freaking difficult. So why are my goals not working out? Why does life not work out the way I want? Why is it that I try something and then something happens outside of my control and I cannot seem to get where I'm trying to be? If any of that is familiar, it's entirely likely you may have a blind spot. It's not your fault. This isn't blaming in any way, because I had a blind spot for many, many years. The first step to knowing you have a blind spot is to accepting the possibility that there might just be a blind spot. Doesn't have to be true or not. Just accept the possibility that maybe you don't know everything in the world. Maybe there are other things at work, at play, outside of your awareness, your control, and you don't know it all, because none of us know it all. And if you accept that possibility, there might just, maybe I don't have all the answers. Maybe there is something out there, and allow some curiosity to come in and start to follow new people on social media with differing opinions and see how that goes. Do I get what they're saying? Maybe not. There's somebody I follow on social media, on Instagram. There's something that keeps me following her. I haven't got a clue what she's talking about half the time, but I'm willing to accept that maybe she might be further along the journey than I am, and she might just have some answers that I don't have. She has some perspective that I don't have. I don't always know what she's talking about, but I follow her anyway, just because it's interesting to hear different viewpoints of life. If you're surrounded by people who just think the same way as you and talk the same way as you and who have the same kind of life as you and the same kind of dreams and ambitions and patterns as you, if those are the only people that you're in contact with in your whole life, then you are going to stay exactly where you are. Not a criticism. If you're happy, perfect. But in order to grow and in order to develop and change, if you want something different in your life than you currently have, then the way to get there is to open up the possibility to learn. And the way you do that is to become curious about other things and start to read about other things and learn and educate yourself about other things. You may well then decide, I don't believe that. That's not for me. That's great. At least you looked, at least you tried. Let me just get comfy because I'm sat on my knees. And I have to teach a yoga class in like 25 minutes. So I want my body to be in decent nick for all the downward dogs. So what I'm trying to say is, what I did and the way things have changed and shifted so completely for me is I had bigger dreams. I was also at a crossroads a couple of years ago. My eldest child had left for university. I'd been I say a stay-at-home mum, but I've been a stay-at-home mum with bells on. I run my own business for many years from home, and then when that was virtual assistance, and when I stopped doing that after I had my second child, I did it for a while, and then I stopped when he was very young, and I started blogging, writing, freelance writing, and so I became a freelancer, and I was doing that for many years from home, but ultimately we chose that family setup so that I could be at home with the kids. And that was what we chose. So that's what I did for many years. When my eldest left home and my youngest got to a stage where he doesn't need me for the school run, I was like, what do I do now? Do I go to an office, back to the office world? And I applied for jobs, and I just kept getting no. And I took that as a sign from the universe. Maybe this isn't for you anymore. This was you 20 years ago. This isn't you now. And so I went and studied yoga teacher training, and best damn thing I ever did. That's my alarm going off, telling me that I need to get to the studio to teach my yoga class. Let me just switch it off. Have to have alarms, because these days I live so completely in the moment that I provide structure for myself. I put my alarms in place, set off for the studio to teach a class, whatever it may be, book the gym class. I have all these different alarms for things that I need to do, so that I can set it and forget it. And then this low-level admin-y stuff doesn't need to take up my brain space. I don't have to think about it. I just have my alarm tell me what I need to do and when, and I do it. So everything gets done and I don't have to think about it. It's the best way. So what was I saying about before the alarm distracted me? I do live so completely in the present right now. So in terms of wanting something different and moving toward a goal, and the office life not working out for me and deciding there might be a different way, I started to open myself up to new ideas. And what I started to do was get curious about what lit me up inside. So I was like, I actually asked myself, what do you enjoy doing? And when you've spent so many years at the service of a family, running a home, ferrying children around to karate class and gymnastics and schools and proms, do dental appointments, all the things that go into family life, running a home, and working as well alongside that. When you've spent all your time doing all of these tasks that need doing, by the time you get any free time, it's likely that you are exhausted and you spend that free time scrolling, watching TV, resting, recuperating so that you can get back at it the next day. When my situation was such that the kids didn't need me so much anymore, I actually thought, well, what do I want to do? What do I enjoy? And I love going to my gym and I love working out. And And I love photography, traveling. And I just thought yoga. And so I went and did yoga teacher training. And it was doing the yoga teacher training. I went to Costa Rica for a month. I wanted a suntan. I wanted an adventure. I wanted to make new friends. I wanted some time for me without anybody making any demands of me. So I got myself out of it and I went to Costa Rica, and I had a month out there all on my own, making new friends. And it was that distance that really allowed me to observe the hamster wheel that I'd been stuck on here in the UK. And also making friends with people from all over the world, but the majority of them were from North America, different places in North America. And what I noticed, and I wasn't aware of this before, what I noticed was how self-depreciating us Brits are, how we tend not to blow our own trumpet, how we tend to feel that going after what we want or saying, yay, I did it, is bragging, and we can't have any of that. This wasn't an affliction that affected my American friends. They were like, yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, I was awesome. I did this, I did that. And I loved that. There wasn't any bragging in it. It was self-belief. It was self-esteem. It was being your own cheerleader. It was championing what you were doing and what you were going for. It was living life. It was deciding you want to go for something and going for it. And if you fall on your ass, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You pick yourself up and you go again. And I loved, it was just so refreshing. And I just thought, why aren't we more like that? Why aren't I more like that? I've always been everyone else's biggest cheerleader. Why aren't I my own biggest cheerleader? I'm a badass. I should be my own biggest cheerleader. And now I am. And I have to say, it shifts your mindset. I don't talk down to myself. I never talked negative about myself before. I never said, oh, look at this fat belly. What's the point, you know? You could look at somebody, like in my case, overweight. You could look at someone overweight, them wearing all black doesn't stop them being overweight. It doesn't stop anyone noticing. They're going to notice whether you're wearing all black or not. Trying to hide and minimize yourself and making yourself into a small little ball isn't going to stop other people noticing you're overweight. So just embrace it. Just enjoy it. If you don't like it, do something about it. If you like it, if you're happy with how you are, great. Wear the bright color. Wear the jazzy, I don't know, earring. Wear the big accessory. Put a smile on your face. Be proud, because there's only one of you in this world. There's only one of me. There's only one of you. There's only one of every single one of us. And while some people might be similar, we haven't all had exactly the same life experience. We've all got different experience to weave into who we are and how we present to the world. There's only one of us. So let everybody see how beautiful and unique you are. And embracing that philosophy and being my own biggest cheerleader has meant I've had a hell of a lot more fun. I have to accept, I have to admit that I've had a lot more fun. The sky's the limit. I can do anything I want to do. I can do anything I dream about doing. And I love that. And I think the thing that really brought it home to me when I was with my American friends out in Costa Rica was we were part of this group and we were all getting along so well and it was wonderful. But I noticed that when people said something, whatever it may be a comment, I felt the need to say some funny comment. And I'm not a sarcastic person by nature. I'm genuinely not. But my funny comment potentially could have been interpreted as sarcasm. And I just thought, why am I doing this? It was basically what I realized, because I stopped myself from doing it. I was about to say something and about, oh, well, at least you, whatever it was, I can't even remember now, but I do remember the thought I had, which was, Nadine, why are you taking something exciting and big and beautiful and minimizing it? Why are you making it down? Why are you dumbing it down? Why are you making it less big than what it is? Why are you making it less glowing than what it is? Why? Because that's been my conditioning. And I see it a lot in our culture, in the UK. Can't get above your station, can't bang your drum, can't get too big for your boots. Who says? Why not? You know, if you're not hurting anyone else, tell me about your achievement. I'll clap you till the day is long. I love hearing about people's achievement. I love hearing about people's success. Share that with me. Don't share with me how, oh, I feel so, well, no, it's not that I don't want to hear about people not feeling good, but self-criticism. Oh, I'm so this, I'm so that, I'm so thick, I'm so fat, I'm so dumb, I'm so ditzy, whatever it is. You're not. It's a role you're playing. Why? Why are you playing that role? Did it serve you in the past? Not a criticism, by the way. You're probably playing that role because at some stage in the past it served you to play that role, but you are not there anymore. You are not that kid who's trying to survive anymore. You are now an adult who can thrive. So drop those labels, drop that conditioning, and just be happy. And it is hard, and I've done it myself. Yoga helped me, breath work helped me, meditation helped a lot. Journaling, somatic practices, movement, mindfulness, all of these things help me a great deal. You don't have to pay, they're free of charge. Look on YouTube, you can get yoga videos coming out your ears. You don't even have to pay if money's an obstacle. It doesn't cost anything to go out into the fresh air and walk. That's free. To look at a tree, to look at nature, to observe a flower. These things are free. The air you breathe all around you is abundant and free of charge. And actually in the UK, we are more blessed perhaps than my North American friends, because there might be debates about air quality, but our air quality, certainly in Yorkshire where I live, is we don't have air quality alerts here, whereas my friends on the other side of the planet do in some of their areas. We have a lot to be grateful for. And part of it is getting out of your own way and recognizing that. And so the first step is, if there's something that's not going well for you in your life, for whatever reason, don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. This is your life, yours. Nobody's going to live it for you. Nobody's going to do the work for you. I could tell you 5 words right now that'll either terrify you or set you free. And that is, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. Yeah, it was 5 words. It's both terrifying and liberating in equal measures, because it's up to you. It was up to me to sort out my life. It was up to me to make myself happy. That was my job. It's not anyone else's job to make me happy. It's my job, just like it's your job to make you happy. And so the best way to do that is get really curious about what it is that lights you up, what it is that you used to enjoy doing as a kid, before you became self-conscious of what people think. What was it you loved to do? Figure that out, and then find a way to bring more of that into your life and see where it takes you. Anyway, I've got to get going because I've got students going to be turning up anytime soon. So I'm Nadine. Thank you for watching this video, impromptu though it was. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link in the notes below. And thank you for listening. Hope to see you again soon.